Hello, hello, hello. Hem, hem, hem. Make sure my headset charger is charging properly. I'm doing a little weird there for a minute. That's why I'm a minute late. This right here, I'm being a little weird. How's everyone doing? We're just gonna get right into the connections, I think, today, not spend too much time on it. I got my category changed and all that, right? I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah. How's it going, Turtle? Turtle. Also, thank you for the resub. I saw it. Was that after stream yesterday? And or did I like miss it during stream yesterday? It says 20 hours ago, so I probably would have ended stream already by then, which is probably why I didn't see it. What's good, Paul? Thank you for that hydrate. I hydrate using this Frappuccino. No, I got my water too.
What's up, Doc?
Okay, boa constrictor. I mean, ties and lanyards both go around the neck, as does a boa, but not the snake, rather the fluffy, like, thing. It's like a fluffy scarf of sorts that also goes around your neck. Happened a few days ago, but payment failed. Oh, I see. So you subbed again. I see. And a chain. A chain can also go around your neck. There we go. Shoelaces, friendship bracelet. Okay. They come in pairs, maybe? I don't see two others that do that, though. By the way, Turtle, I stopped modding Balatro. It low-key got boring. I mean, do you, man? Go mod a different game. Make your own game. Ooh, ah. Puff piece, period piece, conversation piece. And a think piece? Is that a thing? Modded geometry dash instead. Word. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be real. Balatro isn't like super popular right now. I think a lot of people are still waiting for that content update, myself included. I'm kind of just like, I've got Balatro on a back burner right now. When the new content update drops, I imagine it's going to see a big spike, assuming, of course, that the content update is sizable and isn't like, 10 new Jokers. And that's it. DJ, I found a website called, that looks safe, and it lets you store files on the Geometry Dash servers. You have to log in with your Geometry Dash account, the Geometry Dash password, so I made an alt. Yeah, that sounds, I'm gonna be real with you, Pod, that sounds insanely suspicious. Anything that ends in .xyz sounds like it was made to scam people. Anyways, conversation period and Puff go together for sure. Series, episode, franchise, and season all go together pretty easily. Friendship bracelet, macrame, shoelaces. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I think these have to go together though. Strings tied in knots. I didn't know what that was, but it's a string tied in a knot. And these are pieces. Now, don't worry, the creator is trusted. I know him. He'll never scam me, right? Well, it's often the people closest to you. I'm kidding, kidding. Don't mistrust this guy just because I said that. Um, first, first, we've got an I, S, and T all okay. Stink, stinky. Nope, but we got an N. How's it going, Rex? What's up, Rex? For me, he's blue. I don't know. Are you purple on Twitch, Rex? S something. Oh, the purple image. Okay, word. S something TIN or NIT. I am blue babadi babada. Dabadi dabadai. Okay. It can't be like stint. S blank NIT or S blank TIN. Satin, perhaps? Satin should work. Satin. 3. Going okay. Tried some blue archive. For some reason, all the characters are under it. Why would you put the numbers in the game? That, come on, guys. Also, the game is kind of shit. I have heard that it's sorry, I haven't heard anyone say this game is shit, but I've looked at the gameplay for the game and I've been like, doesn't really feel like my style of game. I don't know. Yeah, just make the shit up. Like do what Uma does. Nobody fucking knows what it like nobody knows at all because like all of these people are from like these the characters are from like 50 years of history, but they're all in the same place, but they've definitely been there for longer than 3 years. What are you still doing here, Matazensky? Right? Like who the fuck knows? Like just make it up. It doesn't matter. 95 streak. Nice. Getting close to that big 100. There's that too. It's like, also, that doesn't even seem right. All right, let's start with like Spain. Spain is surprisingly close. All right, let's check if it's in Africa. Senegal. Senegal's further, so I mean, unless it's specifically like Egypt, it's probably in Europe somewhere, right? Let's head over to Poland. Poland borders this country. So surprisingly, I won't be sticking with Blue Archive. Word. Um, let's see. Any updates on my gachas? I mean, I've got my 3 aces for Uma for the upcoming CM, and I've been playing like I did the new Umbral Monument in Enfield. Um, I don't really play any other gachas right now actively, so that's really about all there is to it, and it's probably fine. Russia. Russia. Why did I think Russia bordered Poland? Oh, I guess there's this part that does, but it's not Russia. I still play Uma Limbus and Brown Dust too because they make it so easy to get pulls. I play 10 minutes a day. Well, there you go. I think I played Azure Lane for a long time the same way, even after I really didn't like the game anymore. I mean, I think it has actually been this before. Like this has been the border that kind of does it in. I don't know all of the countries around Poland. I'm gonna be real. Like this is like I know where Poland is, and I don't know a lot of the rest of it. Um, does hold on. Is Ukraine over here or is Ukraine over here? I forget which side of this. bit Ukraine is on. I wanted to say it was over here. I feel like it's over here, but maybe I'm mistaken. Yeah, it is over here. I'm not crazy. It is over here. Okay, cool, cool, cool. But it's not Ukraine. Damn. I guess we should guess that because it wasn't bordering Russia. Chechnya? Chechnya. No, no, not Chechnya. Also, hi, Faceless Angel. Chechnya is also further away, though, so it's not bordering there either. What do we have, like... Well, Russia's a little closer than Ukraine. I think we're up here. What's up here? Lithuania? Lithuania! You smoky short. Well, he was only on there for a couple seconds, but yes, he was. Okay. How's it going, Jaeger? I come in, I guess I win. I drop pipes, I leave. Wait, no, don't do that. Goog. No, I don't think this one's Goog. Bottom 500 male, but not solo. Okay, so all male group. We're probably on the rock. Okay, where does Goog land us? All it lands us is Goo Goo Dolls. Which is honestly not, like, the worst guess. Actually, think about wife. Regret. See, it actually did fit the categories. Okay, we're not in the US. We're in North America, but not the US. This is actually a very good hint. We're somewhere between 500 and 650. We are rock, but we're after 1992. Is this that Sum 41 shit? It might be Sum 41 this time. It is Sum 41. Yeah, we remembered something. I remembered they were Canadian this time. Frost. Robert Frost. Oh, hey, we're really close to the beginning of the alphabet. I don't know, it feels like they rotate the same picks a little much for the top 1000. I feel like I've only seen overlap. I think I've only seen these same artists like 3 or 4 times. I don't think we get the overlap that much. It's been Vampire Weekend twice. It's now been Sum 41 twice. Who else? Maybe Britney Spears was twice? Brown Dust 2 is very interesting design-wise for the pulls. Okay. You do need pretty much need dupes. But the rate is 3% for a 5-star, so like Uma. And it's 1.5% for the rate up, so double that of Uma. But they give you so many pull tickets and currency you can pull a lot. So the econ is in the fact that you have to pull a bunch of dupes, but they give you a lot of pulls. Okay. They also immediately add the rate ups to the standard banner. Uma does that part as well. Is Brown Dust 2 Japanese perchance, or is it another Chinese one? And you have 4 different ways to exchange for dupes. Apple. 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 Yeah, but it's 1,000 artists, 365 in a year. We should not see the same thing within a year. Well, that's if it's not random at all, right? Like, if they actually truly do randomness, there's actually a pretty solid chance you see at least 1 or 2 dupes over the course of a year. It's a pretty solid chance, really. I think it's Korean. Maybe. Okay. Opinion on the Indus River Valley civilization. I mean, I hesitate to say it's overrated, but no, you know what? It's not overrated. I think it's perfectly rated where it should be. Enough people know about it. Again for the Betweendle. Again. I think it's well balanced. I think it's well balanced. How's it going? I have an idea for how would you like me to say your name? Brahim? Is that good? Ibrahim? I don't know where to draw the line between the two. I have an idea for an ultra kill enemy. Hit me with it. Much prefer the Tigris River civs. Okay, okay, that's fair. I'm accepting of other people's opinions when it comes to ancient river civilizations. Ibrahim? No, 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 you're not you don't get to say that. Do you like Ultra Kill? I do like Ultra Kill. I have played quite a bit of Ultra Kill. In fact, I think it's next Tuesday we're probably doing our final P rank stream of Ultra Kill. Hopefully, assuming I don't get shit on. It's only 8-3. I have one level left to P rank. I'm just a huge sucker for the ziggurat. Imitations develop sharp claws that easily flatten skin and metal, hull itself refining the HP. Oh, you got like a whole description of them and everything. Welcome back, Turtle. Ibrahim or Ibrahim. Also, you were really close with again, weren't you? Very close to again, but after again. Can't be just like a gape. A gaze? Is that even a fucking word? No, it's not a gaze. Good effort, but no. Like I get that it's a word, but it's a word that I feel like nobody uses. PT1 ain't working? PT1? Part 1? Ahead. You know what? I believe that. I shouldn't have believed it. Why do I believe it? No, kidding. Mod's been this guy forever. No. He's led me astray. It was good knowing you, soldier, but you gave me an incorrect answer on the betweendle once. Only I'm allowed to do that. Agile. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. There we go. Agile. Ahem. Clears throat. Runner. Track star. Awesome news. There's apparently a cold front coming. Can't wait to sit under 4 blankets. Oh, it's like winter where you are, right? Like it's cold. Like it's hot here right now. No scaling, yes, RNG. No scaling, yes, RNG, less than $5. That gives me not reserved parking, but one of the money ones. It's gonna be like, oh, it could be hallucination. I think hallucination is 4. It is 4, but it is not creation. Misprint's technically not RNG. Funny enough, misprint is not considered RNG in this game, I don't think. Excited for it to be under 10. Hey, to be fair, 20 is like good, isn't it? Like, isn't that like a super nice temperature for it to be? Honestly, if my winter was that the whole time, I probably wouldn't be complaining. Is it Bonana? Um, it could be the Bonan, but I feel like Bonan is $5, is it not? It is $5. It is a times malt common Joker. Hold on. Ain't too many of those. He's Cavendish. It's super bonan. Yorick Trust. Yeah, but I want cold. Fair enough. I'd much rather have 10 degrees winters and 30 degrees summers than 20 degrees winters and 40 degrees. Okay, yeah, I guess if those are the choices. Fish stick, it's not Space Joker. It won't be space. It'll never be Space Joker. They removed Space Joker from the game. Just for you. You asked one too many times and they were like, well, okay, what the fuck? The blank and blank blank of the blank blank are blank 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 blank. For some reason, this triplet blah 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 blah. There's a random triplet in there. Is this the blank blank has been used to blank the blank blank? The alphabet? Roman alphabet? I buy that it's alphabet. Yeah. Um, Latin alphabet, Roman alphabet. I'm gonna go Roman, but it could be Latin as well. No, it's neither. Um, Greek alphabet. Yeah, it's gotta be Greek at that point. It's not too many other countries that are 5 letters that it works with. The Greek alphabet. What's the triplet? Ah, Shigma. Banana flavored candy is gross. Is wait, banana flavored candy is gross. You know what? I'm gonna just say gross. I know that's not even how it's fucking pronounced, but I'm gonna keep saying it that way to piss off people who know how it's pronounced. Gross Michelle, banana flavored. Is Gross Michelle banana flavored? It's a banana, so I would imagine so. It's probably just a little spicy. It looks radioactive. I can explain why banana flavored candy tastes different than regular bananas, because it's not banana, I would assume. None of the flavors taste exactly like that flavor, because usually very few candy flavors are actually that. Is it because of some like it's based on an extinct banana or some shit like that? I feel like I've heard this somewhere. It was like there was an old banana that we based the flavor on. Something like that. Anyways, Spire. Next time Turtle streams, I'm putting the Valve intro into his chat. Okay. May I ask why? We're gonna start with a pommel strike today. It is not common, but it is an ironclad attack. A non-common ironclad attack. Bludgeon. Why was Bludgeon rare in the first game? It wasn't that good. I'm so glad it's uncommon now. Because why not? I mean, you know, sometimes we ask if we can and not whether we should, you know what I mean? It's based off an old species of banana that used to be the common banana, but that banana species almost got wiped out by a special blight. We switched to a new banana, but that species is now getting that blight, so we're figuring out how to breed the old species into a resistant crop. Dude, just use antibiotics. It'll be fine. Alright, it is a rare attack. It is a rare attack from the Ironclad. A rare zero cost attack, maybe? What the fuck zero cost attacks does he have? Lore drop right there, holy. What's up, Jordan? Rare attack ironclad. Rare attack for the ironclad. 2 or 0 cost. Anger is not rare. Food history is one of the most important things in my opinion. I'd go with probably world history might be a little more important, but food history is definitely like important. And without world history, we get, you know, Hitler 2.0. Is the spottle done? Yes. We just finished. We got pretty good time on all of them, to be honest. We got the spottle in 3 today. I didn't say anything, Turtle. And I made what? Did someone say that in Attack on Titan? Rare attack, rare attack. 2 cost or 0 cost. Fiend Fire. Boom. Pull. Fuck out of here. I was thinking. Okay, let's go over here for a minute while I wait for the game to load. We also got the spottle done, or we got the redactyl done pretty quick too. What, like 5 guesses or something? Oh, DJ, you're in the tech nerd sphere. I assume, did you hear about Linux CVEs? No, I have not. Tell me about them. I'm not, like, I might be in the tech sphere, but I don't, like, my news is not heavily tech related. That doesn't mean I'm not interested though, so tell me. Also, we do have song requests on today. For those of you who are over on Twitch, you will be able to hear it. And I will go ahead and turn down, well, actually background music's still at 25%. That's a solid balance where I can't quite hear it, but people who are like watching on YouTube can probably still hear it. Okay, so we've got everyone to level 5, and we're on level 6 with all of them, except for Silent, so Silent it is. Auto-playing audio in HTML is surprisingly hard. I believe you, because I don't know any better. How's it going, Yeet? I feel like have I said hi to you already? I forget if I said hi to you. Also, if we're playing Attack on Titan openings, can someone play the classic for me? Hit me with that first one. Three upgrades on card rewards. First treasure chest is empty. This is actually decent. Like, this is not a bad relic to take. Obtain a random rare card. Oh. Weird. Got an itch on my jaw. There we go. Did you add the English opening? Is there an English opening? There's an English dub cover? God damn. That's also someone I haven't heard of. I guess we'll see. Because if you are singing it German, might as well do it in English. Wait, how the fuck does that work? Obtain a random rare card. Just give me the random rare. We can work with burst. I watched through about halfway through season 2 of Attack on Titan before I dropped it. I feel like it lost the plot from what I was expecting of it. Which isn't to say that the plot was bad, but rather that it became something that I no longer cared to watch. Not in, like, a generally bad way, but in a, like, I don't care anymore kind of way. I think this path? Or fights, question mark, campfire, or shop, like this. Hit the elites there and there. It's not a bad one. Pretty versatile. You've been neutralized. Okay, I think people underestimate the value of this card early. This is such a good card for Silent. Like, this is one of the strongest starting cards in the game, is it not? Early on, this makes Silent like a fucking brick wall. 60% more block per block, and generally speaking, it only has synergies early on, because usually you can't play 5 cards in a turn with the amount of energy you're given at the beginning of the game. So, like, yeah, discard something, I wasn't playing it anyways, right? Whatever. Yeah. Look at all that burst value I just got. You've been neutralized. Defend, strike. I kill you. Up my sleeve. As always, it's shivs. You know what? We burst Survivor. Look at this value. Boom. Boom. Full block. Still get to stab someone. Hold that. Last week, there was a privilege of elevation. Basically, you can get root without root in every Linux distro that has updated since 2017. And it was done with 700 characters of Python. Okay, that's like basically nothing. It's called copy fail. Then yesterday, we got another one. Dirty frag, same basic idea, just more complex, so it works even after the copy fail patch. Copy fail has been patched, but dirty frag has not. So this is, like... Okay, so when you say privilege elevation, you mean like a hack privilege elevation. Like, interesting. So, like, you gotta be, if you're running Linux, you gotta be really careful right now about what you download. Is what I'm hearing. I mean, I'm not getting spoiled by anything because I'm not gonna watch it. That is actually like a big deal. Well, I want to play up my sleeve, but I may not get the chance here, so I think I'm more inclined to attack and double defend. I'm not really trying to take damage for no reason. We have lethal here, so I'm gonna go for it. I believe that the turn that they do immediately following getting stunned is the same as it was. So, like, you can see that... Also, I'm bursting up my sleeve. So you can see that I can freely do that, since even though he gained strength, he was still just gonna debuff, so it didn't end up mattering. Dead. Dagger throw me. Like, you can run one command as a user and get root without needing the root password. Yeah, so it's an exploit. Which means that you really have to be careful. Because someone's going to use that exploit, I'm sure. Or try to. Alright, neutralize, defend, stab. Lethal. Always check for lethal. Blade of Ink. I haven't actually run Blade of Ink at all. Okay, Inky. This card deals 2 additional damage and applies a weak. So, is there an Inky Shivs plus? Like, if the Shiv is Inky, and it gets exhausted, and then I use Knife Trap on it, is it going to play an Inky Shiv? And if I upgrade those Shivs, will they be Inky Shiv pluses? Because the upgrade of Knife Trap upgrades the Shivs, right? I think Blade of Ink's still worth taking. Yeah, maybe only with Knife Trap, that's what I'm thinking. Or, like, I guess if you have, like, a Blessing and Forge. or something like that. Turns out the doctor said my mom should have had an abortion. Bro was kind of late on that info, wasn't he? Is that worth a radiant tincture? Can I get lethal on one of these reduced damage? 21 is a tall order, but I can do 21 if I'm willing to just take the 6. This right here is exactly 21. I could also tincture to block that damage entirely, but I feel like... Well, actually, maybe that's okay since I do have 2 potions here. I'll go ahead and tincture. We're gonna dagger throw here.
What's up, Doc?
Toss the burst because I don't need it this turn, I don't think. Yeah, what's up, Doc? I mean, I could always burst the up my sleeve, but then I'm taking the damage anyways, so like, why? And then we do this, and then we've got lethal with up my sleeve. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 0 damage. Okay, so, am I getting value out of Speed Potion by doing this? Like, it's going from 16 damage down to 0. I'm blocking for 9, so is 7 worth the potion? No. Oh, I had an extra energy. Silly me. Alright, I gotta go. Never mind. Okay, so you don't have to go? Let me get those inky shivs. 1, 2, 3, no minions. 1, 2, 3. How does Slay the Spire connect with Slay the Princess? I don't think there's an in-canon connection between them, but maybe that's what they're building up to. Maybe that's what Act 4 is about. Replay 1, or just heal to full health. I think I'll take the full heal, thanks. It seems pretty good. I mean, don't underestimate the value of replay, because replay is doubling the value of a card. Nothing wrong with that. But on 1 striker defend on a deck that has 5 base of each, it's not like super high value. DJ is the Nick Cannon of Twitch streamers. I don't know if that's a compliment. I don't think it is. I'm gonna go ahead and take the burst upgrade here, I believe. Double playing 2 skills is pretty dank. Leading Strike does have value. I would love to buy a bag of pea, but I'm poor. We cannot buy pea because we're poor. I hate when that happens. We start with a strike remove. And then we'll pick up a leading strike to kind of offset that. That is actually a negative. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, accuracy every time, Blade of Ink for that dank weak value. Look at that. 10 damage weak? Sure. Only take 5? Pretty good. I'm liking those inky shivs. Neutralize here. And then I will up my sleeve, because it is valuable to do that. Hit him here. Hit him here. Hit him here. That's kind of like AoE if you squint real hard. You toss that one, you keep the Ascender's Bane because ethereal you want it to go away. Don't just blindly get rid of it. Oh, hey, that's a wall of text. Alright, for real this time, gotta go. Okay, bye, Pa. In other tech news, GitHub is shitting the bed. There's this term, I assume that's supposed to be, number of nines, meaning how many nines there are in a company's server's uptime. So 5 nines means 99.999% of the time servers are up. Yeah, fair. GitHub has 0 nines. Their uptime over the last 90 days is 83%. I wonder if there's what's the over-under on there being AI involved in that? This is so bad that major projects like Ghosty, a major open source terminal, are leaving GitHub. Yeah, I mean, I probably would too. Okay, so I can get lethal on at least one of these guys, right? If I just blast this front guy, it's like a one attack that happens to also be 7 block. And then just to be silly with it, I'll play the burst on the double defend. Oh yeah, they're blaming all of it on AI. Yeah, I mean... Okay, I'm gonna play 6 shivs. You can't stop me. And, yeah, I've got double lethal. Y'all get out of here. Cool. We're the YouTubelings. Please feed us. What would you like to be fed with? This is an open-ended question for the classroom. Oh, Blade of Ink is not exhaust. That is very good. I see the value in Blade of Ink now. Eternal Feather is fucking cool, too. I could take a pinpoint, but I'm kind of on that Cloak and Dagger shit. Kinda on that Cloak and Dagger. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Blood Vial, very nice. Alright, we got 2 fights, Campfire, Elite. I think we're pretty well suited for this. Accuracy turn 1 is very good. Go ahead and cloak my dagger. Throw one of those. Do a little blocking. Holy HP. Oh, we healing out here. Codeberg is great. Been moving to it myself. Yeah. I'll be interested to see. So this is the thing with... You have to have a really, really big reason to move enough people to a different website. You know what I mean? Like if the owner of a company coming out as like a fully fledged neo-Nazi and then just like supporting all forms of racism on their platform isn't enough to get people to move to a different platform because it just happens to be big enough. We're talking about Twitter here, obviously. Like you maybe GitHub has fucked up enough to move enough people away, but it's a really big hurdle because GitHub is used by fucking everyone. You know what I mean? Time to take all the risk, indeed. Right, we dagger throw first for... I would have liked to have played up my sleeve with burst, but I see that I'm not going to be able to get away with that, so rather than up my sleeving burst, I will simply duplicator potion burst, and I'll get the same thing. It does bump it down to 0 cost. That's why I like double playing it, because it double reduces the cost. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I am gonna go for the stun this turn because he's hitting so hard. Pretty solid. I think I also like Blade of Ink because it is too weak on top of all that. Can I do 15 next turn? I guess we'll find out. Yes. Shivs are online. We're going hard. Oh my god. Hello? Regal Pillow 2. What the fuck is this? There's no combat value. It's just like nothing but healing. You could go down to 1 HP and be full the next fucking shop. Want to hear my theory on world events, as long as it's not incredibly politically charged. Oh yeah, everyone isn't moving, and they're not all moving to the same place, but people are moving. Probably not enough to be noticeable. Yeah, maybe they will notice it. You know what I mean? Maybe GitHub will notice it. All I want is for there to be a big enough issue to where that AI bubble pops. I just want the bubble to pop, man. It's a load of shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to pop. You guys can't hold it up by just passing money back and forth to one another forever. Oh, I can actually burst Blade of Ink, too. Oh, shit. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, good night. No. We're not... None of this. No. You're not gonna bait me into taking a snake bite. Fuck out of here. I'd love to rest with this Regal pillow, but I don't need 36 HP. Let me get a... Honestly, the accuracy plus is feeling really good right now. With Elon being allowed to dismount... Elon hasn't been... Yeah, like, he did past tense. Okay, fair enough. I think a lot of people are out of touch about AI's ability to replace people, but I also believe that a lot of people aren't actually deluded into thinking that. I think they're just making a quick buck off of it. It's the same thing as the housing crisis in '08, right? Like there's a lot of people who were fully aware that they were selling bullshit mortgages back then that were never going to pay off well, but they're making a quick buck off of it, so fuck the other guy, right? Like, I'm gonna keep talking about AI when I get back. Got a lot to say. Oh, for sure. Hit me with it. I see you figured out what the answer was, Jordan. I'm still gonna play up my sleeve. Hit me for the damage, bro. Hit me for the damage. I don't care. I heal for 1 billion every time I do anything. You know what? I will toss the Ascender's Bane to be able to play all this. Yeah, it's a good song. Right. It doesn't matter if I do the extra 1, because I'm still gonna have to hit him 2 more turns. I'm going to burst the defend, then we're going to go in like that. Acrobatics, toss you, survivor the defend, and then strike so that I can actually get lethal next turn. And then we get the lethal next turn. Shuriken. Oh boy, we are cooking right now. Alright. I'll definitely take a reflex. We're not like super heavy in the discards, but we do have a couple between survivor and acrobatics, and I believe I have a dagger throw as well. I'm not a fan of the greed right now. I feel like our deck is plenty good enough as is. I don't need to make it worse. The Shiv build is actually going pretty nasty right now, too. We don't even have, like, a knife trap or anything. It's just kind of nasty. DOL stream? DOL? DOL? Is that dead or no? I can't figure out what that stands for. Fuck. Don't forget to hit a big... Don't forget to get a big hit for bosses who limit play. What bosses are we talking about that are gonna limit shivs in particular? Like, I am gonna need... Like, if we're talking about the Doormaker, you actually want more small hits. I mean, of course, you could go for just, like, a super, super big scaling hit that you just never use. But, like, Doormaker also respects you having so many attacks that exhausting some don't matter. Lizard with skills is always going to be a problem, unless you just hit him enough times and he dies, right? Like, I stand by Lizard actually... Like especially in the second phase when he just hits you more and more and more and more and more, you actually just want to fucking kill him. Just kill him. If you're in that fight for more than like 6 turns, you're probably dead. 7, 8, 2, 5, and 1 million. Whoa, oh, sorry, 100,000. My bad. Look it up. Okay. DOL. 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 Game? Is it a game? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Why the fuck does that have an acronym? I don't think that one's gonna fly on stream, brother. Can you guess which I only have a 2 on? I'm gonna guess because it's the 3rd one on your list that it's the 3rd character on the list. Being at 10's nice. Did you beat 10 as well? That's one way to put it. It's funnier because I've actually fucking heard of it, so... I'm gonna go for the neutralize here. A little bit more weak. Okay, you're getting neutralized 1,000,000% of the time. Let's get the attack potion out now. What do you got for me? Flechettes. I've got like 4 skills in my hand right now. Flechette's not bad. 5 skills in my hand right now. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna hit you with every shiv I own right now. One of those, and one of those, and one of these, and one of those, and one of those, and one of these. And I got 2 strength that turn because I hit you 8 times. Have you played it before? I have not. Burst the fen, yeah. And just stab him. That'll do. Get the curse out of there. Accuracy me. I'll take the 5 damage. You're catching these hands. I want my strength. I'd really like to be able to get rid of these beckons, but I guess being able to discard them's fine enough. This is actually a boss that I feel is very well countered by by Silent, because you play the card just to discard it, right? Like, that's all you do. So being able to discard it freely otherwise... Why is he doing this? Because he wants strength. Alright, now we block. Huh. Regent Thrag? Regent Thrag? Thrag? Why do I not know these words? I feel dumb. I'm gonna burst Cloak and Daggers so that I can get my extra shiv and another strength. You're not coming out of that alive. Get out of here, brother. Or amongst the enemies. Okay, hold on. Now that you say Grand Regent Thrag, I'm understanding Warhammer vibes. This feels like Warhammer now. I'm pretty sure I'm a fan of knives here, guys. I mean, Adrenaline is such a good card, but I'm a pretty big fan of knives. Invincible! Oh, my bad. Another one that I haven't seen. That sounds so... what? You can't tell me that doesn't sound Warhammer, though, right? Grand Regent Thrag sounds absolutely like a fucking Warhammer character. Especially when you said Oromogs his enemies. That also sounds like something immediately out of a Warhammer. I could try to take a break from D4 and try an Ascension 10 run. Okay, I do like the early shop since I'm not hitting a late shop. Could do a little bit of this action, right? A little bit of that action. And get a campfire still. We're giving up one of these 2 campfires to hit the shop, though. I think that's okay, though. My campfires are very, very high value. Ooh, cloning. What do we clone? If we clone something, are we cloning like a Blade of Ink? Accuracy very quickly becomes less useful. Cloning Blade of Ink is very interesting, though. I could also just draw an extra card every turn. This might genuinely be the answer. It's just drawing more cards. I don't think it's Relax. I feel like Relax has very specific synergies that are like things like Pounce. You know what I mean? Where it's like the next skill you play is free. Because like on its own, that's not a very good card. It's a fine card, but their exhaust, they give less energy than they take. Maybe upgraded it gives 3 energy. It's a fine card, but it's so slow having to play it and then like wait till next turn to get anything out of it. Like, oops, my turn isn't good. Yeah, but for that purpose, I mean, Pale also has Pale's Eye that lets you just exhaust your hand and take a new turn, right? Like, I feel like that's better for oops, my turn isn't good. 15 block isn't gonna save you every time, you know what I mean? I think I'm more on the Pale's Blood. I think I just like drawing 8 turn 1 and then 6 every other turn. You're getting neutralized a million% of the time. And as much as I would like to use acrobatics, I don't know if this is the time. Like, I only have a couple of Sly cards, and I think it's just the one in Reflex. I think I'm bursting defend. And I'm just letting him get stunned, and then I'll take my turn next turn to blast him. I am a fan of knives. I have mentioned that. And then... Like, I'm such a fan of knives, guys. And you're dead. Super value right there. Keep it then, keep it then. Shop! What you got for me? Tungsten rod! Ooh la la! That might be better than a remove. It's either happy flower and remove or just a tungsten rod. I am the most defensive silent to ever walk the earth. 3 healing relics and tungsten rod. Even when I do take damage, I don't really. It's genuinely a question of whether or not I need that. It's such a goated relic, for real. Happy Flower removal is probably the thing that I should do. It's probably the thing that I should do, but damn do I like a tungsten rod. I feel like I'm tanky enough that I don't need this. Definitely not Abacus. I think we're doing this. I've got 1, 2 extra defend cards. I think I'm removing another strike here. Just absolutely do not give a fuck about attacks at that point, yeah. You've been neutralized. I think I will probably play the accuracy here. We will dagger throw to toss the reflex. I don't need Fan of Knives, so that's fine. You know, this is as good a time as any to get that shit out of my inventory. I don't want it. Do your 2 or whatever. You know, if you stole my reflex, I'm not even sure I would care. That being said, I have an obligation to beat the shit out of you, sir. I don't like how this guy's stomach bits pulsate. Why you guys say it like that? Get out of here. Give me my card back. Second accuracy? Yeah, I'll take 1 more accuracy. I don't think I take more than 2, but a second one's nice. Okay. Accuracy, Fan of Knives. This is a perfect fight for it. It's the 1940s and the Second Great War. Uh-huh. Continue. We really need a knife trap right, indeed. You ain't wrong. We will leading strike, double shiv, cloak and dagger, single shiv. That way we still block most of the damage. We've got lethal because of all the strength we have. But we are so cooking them right now, man. I'll take a flick-flack, a little bit of AoE, never hurt anyone. Yes, I already have Fan of Knives, but I could use an extra Sly card. We also don't have any Vuln yet. I think Vuln is probably the choice. That being said, strength scales very nicely with this. But we now have AoE. We just took some AoE. We have 2. Alright, well, this guy very much doesn't like my knives. He's not as big a fan of knives as I am. Acrobatics here. We'll toss out the flickety-flackety. And now's as good a time as any to drink this. I'm gonna make sure to get all of my buffs up before I just go in on this guy, right? We get up our accuracies. I'm gonna go ahead and play my Cloaky Daggy. I'll throw that Shiv. And then I'll Blade of Ink so that I can actually weaken him for future turns. Should be fine. I mean, Burst isn't really getting me any value here. This is actually a turn where you probably don't play anything, right? You just don't play anything. Just let it happen. Has recently come to an end with the Bremen Empire's diplomatic capture of the Bohemian city of Preheviel. You know, I'm actually gonna allow you to keep doing whatever the fuck you're doing, but one stipulation, you have to type it. You cannot copy-paste it. You have to type it out. If you do that, you can do whatever. Also, I'm just gonna take 21 damage here. Ow. I need to dagger throw here. Still didn't get any block. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm a fan of knives right now. Actually, that's lethal. Get the fuck out of my sight. Oh my god, more block? Cloak clasp. Okay, okay. Whatever. Alright, Professor. No, no, no. I'm holding people to a certain standard. I didn't need a shop. Thanks for wasting my time here, brother. You know what? I'll buy a potion from you, Mr. Potion Seller. I would like your strongest potion. Happens. That was a random shop anyways. It's not like I could have predicted it. Okay, here we go. Necrobinder Regent Defect. Pros and cons. Regent has a lot of stars, so not necessarily always going to be useful. Necrobinder, if you see Osti stuff, can't use it. If you get Defect, you only got one orb slot. I think it's most important to consider how big of a change you could get out of, like, the rare cards, specifically. Are there any specific rare cards that are just going to change it big time? And I'm inclined to think that something like Defect, Binder for Debilitate. Debilitate's a good option. Not really super likely that we get it, but it is a good option. Defect has some pretty interesting options. Things like Meteor Strike, Creative AI, right? There's definitely some interesting options in all of them. I don't think it's Regent. I think Regent's rares have a lot to do with stars a lot of the time. I think I'm gonna go Defect. I feel like they have the most cards that don't necessarily require you have things. I'm not against a cool-headed. We'll come back to that. Not a loop, not a glasswork, not a shadow shield. None of that, for sure. You are on a train to the city. Why? I work there. Machine learning, right? There's machine learning. It's also a really nice counter to Doormaker. Yeah, it's machine learning 100% of the time. And I guess I'll take a cool-headed. It's draw neutral, 1 cost, gain some block over the course of several turns. The next time I draw it... honestly, I don't even need it. I was gonna say the next time I draw it, I would like, evoke the block. But, like, that's, like, a draw neutral block 5. Like, that's not that good. I think those are skips. I think we just take the... I think that machine learning alone is already worth it. Yes, that's what I was hoping for. Yes, yes, excellent. We've got an extra energy from our Happy Flower this turn, so I'm going to be Accuracy, Fan of Knives. So that's 32 all. 38 with Flickety Flackety. Is there a Discord, I wonder? There is a Discord! It's where I post my schedules. I could also just squash to make sure one of them dies. Or I could just defend. I feel like squashing to make sure one of them dies is already better than a defend though, right? Because I'm reducing the damage by at least 6. I could even Vuln Potion to make sure 2 of them die. Throw it here. Squash here. And then do a little of this. And, oh man, I totally forgot I get energy too. Get fucked. Holy, turn 1 elite. Serpent Form! What genre shall you bind me to requesting? I was gonna say I'm really feeling the anime opening themes today, but I feel like you probably don't know a lot of anime opening themes, eh? Okay. We'll go with anything except English then. We'll widen it out a little bit. Anything except English. How about some Baroque? That's a wild... Sure, I guess. Anything except what? Anything except English. Foreign music only. Oh, hey, I submitted a Finno-Swedish song earlier. Yeah, exactly. Like that. I don't know if I want machine... you know what? I have a lot of cards that I draw turn 1. I do want machine learning in my opening hand. Okay, that's too many cards for me to be able to play turn 1, though. I can't do all of these, guys. I mean, I feel like it's still probably machine learning plus Fan of Knives. I guess I could burst my defend, but I'm not sure why I would do that when he's gonna hit me regardless. Even if I use my Dex Potion, it's still, 14. Oh, you know what? I get my Cloak Clasp. Hold on. You know what? I will burst my defend. Gotcha, bitch. I mean, should work, then. Yeah, if it's foreign, then go for it. Anything works. I'm opening the floor to people here. Make sure I'm gaining strength. Okay, we are gonna cook them a little bit here, I think. Let me acrobatics as well. Perfect. That's what I'm looking for. You're exposed. These are hitting for 13 right now. Go here. These hit for 11. Perfect. This guy's hitting for 11. Okay. If I kill him, I get to draw another card, right? So we're gonna go 1, 2. Perfect. Yeah, wake up, idiot. Wake up. Knock, knock. Back with a belly full of mac and cheese. Nothing better. Okay, there's probably quite a few things better, but that was like a pretty good thing to be. Broke is like back and shit. Word, bro. Broke is like in again. Okay, that guy is omega dead. Oh shit, I got another elite still. Hey, buddy. Forgot you were here. Get neutralized. Thanks for the energy, forehead. Not really a whole reason to be a fan of knives right now. Let's go ahead and block most of that. Thank you very much. You've been exposed. I'm going to inky. I'm gonna inky blinky all over you. Get a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit more of that. How about some of this? And we do a little bit of that. And we take 3, and you take 3. I would serpent form, but I'd rather not take 18. Uh... Few things beat some good homemade mac and cheese. Ooh, homemade too. Hello. You can have the explosive. I don't need to play Serpent Form. I don't need to play Serpent Form. Like, I don't need to. The fucking runs, we're almost done, right? Like, no reason to do that. Just block for almost all of it. There's no reason to take that damage. Just fucking kill him, right? Like, game piece, hey, that's pretty good too. And none of this. Baked or sauce? Oh, that's a good question too. I like the one with the crumbly over the top. I think that's baked, yeah. The extra inky shiv is pretty cool. What are my 2 songs I only have Chopin in? I mean, perhaps because the playlist has enough in it that you can only have 1? I don't know. Or maybe you requested that, like, right as your previous one was ending? I don't know. Machine learning. Squash. Acrobatics. I don't know if I actually want to toss the reflex here, because I might draw cards that I don't really want to play. Or I can't play, I should say. Sauce. My mom has given up on baking because Grandma makes the best baked, and everyone keeps going, not as good as Grandma's. You know what? Fair enough, I guess. Okay, I guess I'm fucking frantic escaping. Okay, what do we got in the color list? You got anything good for me? Let me get the... Are you weak? You are not weak. Do I care about Shockwave more than Splash? Give me the Splash. We like gambling. Dismantle him. You know what? I'll go ahead and take that bit of damage. We block a little bit still. I'd rather just be backed up. Neutralize. Once again, I could Serpent Form, but it's a little too slow right now. It was a concern that I had when I picked up that Serpent Form, was that it might just be a little too slow. We're gonna have to figure out a way to get some extra energy. I'm not super concerned about it, though. I mean, look at that damage. Hello? I'm gonna do this. And now's as good a time as any to get some knives out here. Boom, 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 bong. Cool 100 turn, 100 damage turn, and a little bit of blink, blonk. Small capsule or Niao's bones? Niao's bones is always a gamble, man. I don't know. Better be. Just a second. My fucking cord has been getting weird with me. It's an Ascension 10 run, you gotta pick for me? No, no. Okay, I like Tools of the Trade. I do like an extra draw per turn again with a little bit of sly value. All right, this could solve our energy issue. I basically never do Diamond Diadem, and I feel like I'm plenty tanky enough to never use Looming Fruit. I'm pretty sure I just take the Blessed Anchor. Then just take the small capsule. I'm not taking the risk for you. If you want to take the risk, take the risk. Otherwise, I'm just going to say small capsule. It's Tungsten Rod, trust. We also draw a lot of cards, so those dazed are just not really going to affect us as much. 3 dazed in a 32 card deck. Well, 31 after dazed are added is just like not that painful. I don't mind the left or the right, rather. There is a late shop here as well. I'm annoyed by the lack of campfires this way, though. I feel like that could punish me. This one, I'm annoyed by the fact that I have to hit a second shop if I want to hit the late one, but I could also just hit an extra elite instead. Well, no. Yeah, I could hit a 4 elite path. No, that's 3. That's 3. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. I don't like the left path. There's not enough safety, and I'm not trying to throw a run right now. Juzu. Honestly, Juzu's not bad, yeah. Oh god. I'm getting hit with the London special. Pray for me. Neutralize. Acrobatics. I'll toss the Ascender's Bane. Phantom Knives needs to get played. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I do need to play before that. My shivs are also not upgraded at all. So these are only doing 4 damage. But if I get a kill, I get an extra energy. So that will allow me to block for myself. I guess I could have played the accuracy, but it wouldn't have been lethal. So why? And we full block with Clasp. Cool. Pretty safe. Get out of here. Okay. None of that. Untouchable. We're playing against test subject. I don't know if I like Untouchable. It's like fine. It's upgraded, so it's a little better. Yeah, sure. Probably worth taking an extra little block. We have things like tools. It's a little late on the membership card, but... Okay, so here's... The thing with membership card is it costs 185. That means that you have to spend 185 gold before it actually pays for itself. Of course, it's good, but will I have 185 gold by here? That's the question, because, like, if not, then it's not worth taking. It's just, like, mathematically, it's not worth it. I think we're kind of just removing. Just straight up. Yeah. I think I just remove, go next. Maybe the later shop, if I go for one, will have better for me. Two card rewards or transform two? Transform me. One each of those. Leg sweep, snake bite. I mean, they're better than what I had before. Like, snake bite's better than a strike, and leg sweep is better than a block, so it's an upgrade, though it's debatable how much of an upgrade. Blade of Ink is probably getting played one way or another. I'm definitely surviving the Untouchable. That basically full blocks me. And then I can Tools of the Trade Machine Learning Blade of Ink. And that should make sure that I'm full blocking. There we go. I love this guy killing himself trying to shoot me. It's great. Discard the Dazed, because I'm not going to wrap around to it anyways, so who cares? Neutralize you again. If I'm going to Fan of Knives, honestly squash the back as well. Fan of Knives. Then I can Leading Strike the back, gain an energy, throw a couple up front, and block. And you can kill yourself with the Thorns. Colorless, probably better than Dex Pot. I want the Stable Serum in case I draw too many powers on a given turn. Escape Plan's great and all. Let's draw neutral. Some gambling on free block, basically, is what that card is. Nothing wrong with that against Test Subject. I mean, it is a skill, but that's only for his first phase. I feel like we're pretty strong. Okay, we draw our 8 or 9 or however much. They're being kind enough to allow me to play all of my important powers. Thank you very much. And let's get rid of your... Cool. 4 quest. Yeah, honestly, Juzu does have its value. Okay, we drew a Snake Bite. Not a big fan of that. You're weakened. And you're weakened. And I mean, I guess I'll just start swinging at you. And then I would like to block, toss the Doubt. Take a little bit of damage, but I guess I was expecting that on this fight, considering I didn't draw my Fan of Knives early. Fan of Knives should make sure that this goes nasty. Yeah. Little bit nasty. There we go. Prepared might slow me down too much. I guess I'll still take it, though. We're healing up to full, we're smithing. Might as well smith something, right? Probably the Tools of the Trade to 0, but no, prepared. We have a little bit of extra energy to spare. 107, Chest coming up, followed by Elite. I should be able to remove my Doubt here, and I think I'm okay with that over going an extra Elite. We got a Vajra for even more dank strength. I like Backstab a lot. Backstab's good, but I feel like I don't really need it. Escape Plan, didn't get what I wanted. Let's go ahead and colorless here. The Bomb or Prolong? I do like Prolong. I also like Seeker Strike. What do you got for me? Untouchable. Do I have... I actually don't have anything that allows me to discard. Let me get my accuracy instead. Retain my hand. And then I will play... Tools? Accuracy. Neutralize 1,000,000% of the time. I will probably play my other accuracy as well. My machine learning. And I will squash, and I'm okay with taking a little bit of damage. I get some block still. You going to Tomboy Mine this summer? Brother. Bomb. Nah, we ain't bombing. We don't need to bomb. Bomb's like... I go back and forth on whether bomb's good or not. What'd you think of Aeon Glass? I haven't seen it yet. I don't usually play on the beta because I like to let them kind of work out the kinks real quick. But let me go ahead and show people what's up and maybe contextualize my title. They posted a patch. They're doing bi-weekly patching from now on. In the beta patch notes, they said that they have killed the Doormaker. The Doormaker is no longer an Act 3 boss. It is now Aeon Glass. Aeon Glass. Aeon Glass. Whichever. So we will see what this new boss is about, because I don't know anything about them yet. If I'm defense heavy, yeah, Stone Calendar is good if you make it to turn 7. There's a lot of fights that punish you for making it that far, but Stone Calendar's good then. Yeah. It can save you. That's a good way to put it. They nerfed Blade of Ink. There's a couple other things they did here. They made Sword Sage actually even stronger. They made it have replay now, rather than hitting an additional time, which means it now synergizes with things Like, for example, the first synergy that you can think of course, is parry, which they list here. But also, it's a 2 or more cost card, so things like Intimidating Helmet that give you block when you play a card like that can double proc now, right? So there's definitely some extra synergies to be had with Sword Sage. They nerfed a few cards, they buffed a few cards. I think those are like the big ones. Shatter now evokes all your orbs twice, so I think that's much more in line with the other rare cards. Tesla Coil is now more in the lightning half of it than the damage half of it. Gold Axe buffed in multiplayer, now based on all cards played, not just your own. Oh, they changed Fossil Stalker as well. Fossil Stalker in multiplayer now no longer gains strength for every person it hits. It just gains it once. So, big stuff there. They buffed the Pumpkin Candle relic, and there's a couple other relics in here that are pretty cool. That's all. I don't wanna talk about it like at length, but there's some pretty good changes in there. I like them. What about Pretty Boy Reservoir? Are you just naming like porn games? That sounds like a porn game. I'm not gonna lie to you. Defect buffs feel so unnecessary in my opinion. Defect does, I mean, yeah, fair. But I think it's not buffs for defect so much as buffs for defect's worse cards. Like nobody took Shatter. At least not very commonly. It just wasn't worth it. When does that patch hit? It's a beta, so we don't know when that's going to go to live. Whenever they feel like they've done things properly, I guess. Flickety flackety. Alright, we've got a lot of accuracy, so I feel like I probably up my sleeve here. Holy damage, Batman. And we'll leg sweep him for the full block. Weak. Pathetic. Leading strike here. I think that plus the Fan of Knives should be lethal. I was just trying to make sure I get my hand, like, small enough that I can actually play all of them. Ornamental Fan, because what did I need? More defense. Skip that. We already have an exposed. Don't need another one. It's real places in America. No, 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 no. I'm pretty sure you're just naming board games. maybe it's both. Maybe it's both. You can't tell me Pretty Boy Reservoir doesn't sound like a porn game. Alright, we can remove, unless I see something really good here, which I do not, we remove the doubt. There was never any doubt. What's up, Axbots? Is it just me, or are the Axbots just, like, the easiest fight in the game? Like, genuinely, these guys are such pushovers. I don't think I've ever had trouble with the Axbots. So I'm gonna burst up my sleeve, I think. Let's go here, here, here. Let me escape plan real quick, see what we get. We burst the up my sleeve. Play 6 shivs. Once we kill that guy, we get some value out of the Gremlin Horn. Go up here. And one more for the road there, brother. They combine the Xbots into one big one that respawns twice on the beta. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I do remember them saying that, now that you say that. Okay, Squash is literally just killing that guy, so I'm not gonna play it on him. Being a Fan of Knives. Good fucking night. Oh my god. They're just getting massacred. Stop, they're already dead. You better be glad I didn't draw any more attacks. Good night. Oh my god. No need for more. I don't need to make my deck bigger. Like, unless you give me a knife trap, like, right now, I'm not taking anything else. Axebots have presence and look intimidating, then don't deliver. They are kind of a reflection of current AI. What the fuck? Also, fuck your artifact. Get out of here. I'm just gonna accuracy, thanks, and tools of trade, and machine learning. And, I mean, I would leg sweep, but, like, do I care? I could also just give you 3 weak. How about that? And then I'll cloak my dagger and throw that, and then block for all but 3. And be really okay with that. Like, super duper okay with that. Get that out of here. I would love to burst up my sleeve, but I do need to toss some cards first, or I'll be, like, overplaying. I guess I'm only losing 1 shiv. It's fine. Yeah. Acrobatics is probably not going to give me anything that I can actually use, so I should probably just... Help, I'm on fire. Get that out of here. Dagger throw, toss you. I do not need to draw more cards. I need space in my hand to play the ones that I have. Sure, I could have killed him with Snakebite, but where's the fun in that? I just want to make clear that I hate Snakebite. Toss you. Oh, fine, I'll play the fucking Snakebite. Actually, will I? Maybe I'm gonna play Serpent Form just to be a butt. No, I'm gonna play the fucking Snakebite. Perish! The new Axebot is still by far the easiest, but a tiny bit harder. Okay, word. Probably because you can't just kill them to reset their turn constantly. I love being bilingual, like when you really just don't know what they're singing. Do you know what these guys are singing? Because I sure don't. Anchor, more defense. Cool. Okay, I never used Regal Pillow. I haven't rested at all, actually. Okay, there's nothing here that's going to get cheaper if I upgrade it. So it's strictly a matter of what I want to upgrade for damage or defense. I think that's probably Cloak and Dagger for the extra shiv. Okay. What you got for me? Tools, immediately, very nice. Neutralize, immediately, very nice. Machine learning, because of course. I think we're just beating the shit out of this guy one way or another. Suppose I'll just take a follow through for that purpose. Cloak my dagger. He gains a strength. I don't care. Combined Axebot has around 90 HP and hits for 18 or 14 times 2. Okay. Yep, lol, it's Afrikaans. Okay, word. Yeah, I had no idea what they were singing. That is how I feel with, like, when I hear a Japanese song, though, and I can actually be like, oh, yeah, I don't need subs. Toss those, draw my cards. Accuracy. Do I need to expose you? Probably not. So I could Fan of Knives, but I feel like I'm better suited to up my sleeve so that it gets cheaper now, yeah? He's dying one way or another. Nothing to play here. Go next. I should probably discard this Snakebite. It's kind of getting in the way, not gonna lie. Like, I could discard Flick Flack for the damage, but why do that when I can just save myself a hand size? Burst the Blade of Ink after his Serpent form and just accept the damage, perhaps? Although I'm really not accepting that much damage because I'm going to be playing 6 attacks. I'm going to get the Ornamental Fan. I'm going to get the Cloak Clasp. I'm really not accepting all that much damage. Neutralize as well. Yeah, I think we'll be alright to do this. We'll save the attack potion. I think I'm gonna leave up my sleeve. Like, one way or another, I'm gonna end up with a bunch of shivs I can't play in my deck when I play, like, Fan of Knives. I do want it out of here, though. Which is why I'm doing this. Oh, dude! Because I can hit all enemies, I can still play these. I don't have to target anything. That's actually really big value. That's like, surprisingly important. It's little interactions like this. Look, look, look. I'm gaining strength from this shit, too. That's so useful. One Shiv did about as much damage as Serpent Form did in total that turn. Yeah, but now I'm playing an extra Shiv a turn, technically, right? More damage. More damage is more damage. Okay. Escape plan. You can have that. I'm going to burst the expose. And I'm going to burst the leg sweep. And let it ride. Now we prepared first. Perfect. Love that. Now we let it ride. That's lethal, isn't it? Actually just destroyed that run. That was not close. I finally get the chance to clone a card at Pale and do not have a card worth cloning. It is a perpetual issue. I had the same this run. Anyways, I gotta I'm out. I gotta go get ready for stream. What are you streaming? What you streaming? What would that do? Would that just play the song? I can't do that because then I have to take notifications off of... I would have to take notification sounds out of the VOD if I played copyrighted music. It's the same reason I don't have a Rickroll. Because I would have to take all notifications out of the VODs. By the way, DJ Soup and Salad, want to rate my cards in Discord? Do you want, like... Okay, do you want me to, like, rate them, like, genuinely question their balance? Or do you want me to be like, hey, that's nice art, I like the idea, and that's it? Like, when you say rate, what do you... Subnautica, ooh, yeah, you gotta beat that. But yes, I will rate them. Art is not mine, and I did not give it too much thought, just a few comments and such. Word. Yeah, sure. Let's do it right now. We just finished a run. Okay. And these are the pluses. I'm guessing you just found the art just various places online. Maybe he's saying if you pick them, if they're broken, boring, interesting. Word. Deal 13 damage, add a decay to your hand. Decay is the 2 damage if it's in your hand, right? So it's like adding a curse instead of a status. It's interesting. It is interesting. There's not a whole lot of curse synergies in the game, so this would be a little more punishing than a usual like something like a power through that adds wounds, because at least the wounds have like some synergies elsewhere. Um, Adding it to your hand is also curious. The damage is really good value for a 1 cost though. 0 cost, 9 block, and weaken yourself. 2 weak. Those tick down at the end of your turn or the start? Like, would this weaken you for your next 2 turns or your next 1 turns? Because if it effectively only weakens you for 1 turn if you play it at the end of your current turn, then it's not too bad. Draw 3 cards, give them bound. That's kind of cool. Draw 4 cards, give them bound. The upgrade doesn't do a whole lot. It might actually actively be making it worse. Not sure how much I like the upgrade, but the card itself is very interesting. Giving them bound, so you have to make a choice. I like that. So only 1 turn of weak. Okay, yeah. Phalanx seems good then. I'm interested in how much that block value might be like too much for 0 cost. I'm not sure though. I haven't thought about it that hard. Cards lose bound at the end of the turn. Yeah, but if you can't retain them in your hand, then it's not. You still only get to pick one of the 4, right? I guess like if you're really looking for a very specific card, it's better. But if you draw 4 cards and you needed 2 of them, then you're like, ah, fuck me. So it's an interesting trade-off upgrading this. Chained itself is a cool card though. I like this. Blood Slash, deal 10 damage to all enemies. If you lost HP this turn, heal the amount lost. So heal all the HP you've lost this turn. As a rare. Yeah, the damage matches with, I think, Echoing Slash, so the damage makes sense. Heal the amount lost. Yeah. Seems good. I like that one. Chain get better if it's 1 cost that becomes 0. I'm not sure a 1 cost draw 3 with bound is that good though. Like at that point, I don't know if I take that card normally. You know, Acrobatics is draw 3, discard 1, and that has synergies, and I actually get to play the cards that I draw. This one you only get to play 1. I feel like 1 cost might not make this card takeable. Although I do like the idea of upgrading it that way instead. Battle Trance is 0 cost, draw 3 with a drawback. Yeah. The drawback of Chained I like. I actually think that the base Chained is a good card. My only concern is in the upgrade actually being useful. Your cards cost 1 energy less, but not less than 1 energy. It's an interesting concept. I like that. And then the innate on it, it's never less than 2 costs, which is probably fair. That gives some interesting synergies. I like that. I have no idea whether that's broken or not, but I like that. You get rid of all the 0 costs. How would you change the upgrade? That's the thing, is I'm not maybe chain. So you could make the base form exhaust and then make it not exhaust when upgraded. You could make it draw 1 card, draw 3 cards, give them bound. So like the first card you draw is not bound. That's possible. I could see that. Yeah, training makes 0 cost cards 1 cost. Yeah, I really do like the trade-off of trading. I don't know if it's busted or not, though. I still don't know if that's busted or not. I like these so far. Okay, and you've got some more. Oh, did you make some for every class? Okay, just the first three classes so far. What about Blood Slash? I think Blood Slash is probably just fine as is. Like it's balanced around that of another rare card that exists in Echoing Slash, and I feel like the HP healing isn't too insane. Right? Like you have to draw this on the same turn as something like an Offering for it to get really good value. Um but does Echoing Slash exhaust? I don't think it does, right? So that should be fine. Uh, maybe if you want to get spicy with it, you could keep it at 10 damage and say deal 10 damage to all enemies. If you lost HP this turn, heal half the amount upgraded to all of the amount. Maybe. I don't know if this is OP, but I do like the concept there. Yeah, offering plus play, exactly. Play Shiv on a random enemy 3 times. Don't exhaust. Okay, this is balanced around the fact that Blade Dance does exhaust, but you get to pick the enemies. So same cost, but doesn't exhaust, but it's random enemies. I feel like that's a fair enough trade-off. Deal 8 damage if the enemy has poison, gain an energy. Okay, this is like things like follow-up in the first game. Those exist. I do notice they've removed a lot of those from this game. I don't know if that's because they were OP or what. Seems like a fine enough card on the surface. Maybe 7 and 10 damage if you had to nerf it. I don't know if it's OP though. Trigger an enemy's poison, exhaust. Trigger an enemy's poison. That's another good one. It's like Accelerant Light, right? Wait, where did those cards come from? These are cards that Faceless Angel has made, and I'm taking a peek at them. Sprint, discard your hand, draw cards until their costs sum up to 3 energy or more. I'm actually interested in how you coded that. Discard your hand, draw cards up until their costs sum up to 3 or more, exhaust, discard your hand, draw cards until their costs sum up to 3 or more. Wait, what's the upgrade here? Oh, 0 cost, 0 cost. You might need to make that 4. I see the value because there's a lot of 0 cost cards that the defect, or that, not the defect, the silent takes. But I feel like my deck as a silent is never going to be more than like 1/3 0 cost cards. Usually they still have a cost. So I feel like you're probably not going to draw more than 4 cards, which at that point is just like kind of like reboot. The discard your hand is a certain synergy though, so maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. Wait, what the fuck, Ken? Jesus, but he kills everyone who wronged him, then leaves to rule basically Olympus. What the fuck? Can't do that one. Yeah, the art is just placeholder art. He's said as much. Gangbusters are gonna knock on your door. You're gonna get visited by the Pinkertons. Whenever you apply poison, draw a card. Busted. Busted, 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 busted. Super fucking busted. Amazingly, but these other ones I've been like, yeah, that's pretty good. I can see that. Maybe buff it, maybe nerf it a little bit. This is insane. That one's... You get Envenom and that, and you're like infinite immediately. You get up your sleeve, and you're suddenly draw positive on up my sleeve, and it's a 0 cost. It's a little bit slow because you do have to get Envenom up first. There is that, but that's way too strong. It's cool though. I feel like there's something we could change to make it work, but that sounds busted. Whenever you apply poison, draw a card. Every 3 times you apply poison, draw a card. Then I think it's fair. Then something like Up My Sleeve is draw neutral. Inky Blades Plus is draw neutral, right? Because you play three daggers with Envenom. It's you bouncing flask, right? Dude, bouncing flask drawing you 4 cards is insane. um, yeah, maybe every two or every three, and then it's probably a little more doable. It's probably still very strong, but it's a lot more doable with the cost and with having to get Envenom up. And then it's like, okay, I can see how it's, you know, whenever you apply 2 or more poison, bouncing flask is still going to draw you 4 cards. As would Noxious Fumes draw you 3 cards at the start of every turn in multi-enemy fights. Four or more. Now you're starting to question. Yeah, now you're like Snake Bite in Venom, or not in Venom. The standard poison attack. Upgraded Noxious Fumes plus Snecko Skull could still do it, but that's a little hard to come by, so that doesn't really matter. Uh, yeah, I still think you're probably better off every X times you apply poison. Um, hmm. There's definitely ways to get creative and make that balanced. I really like the concept though. Whenever you play a card that applies poison, draw 1. That could potentially work as well. Yeah. Then you gotta question whether it works on something like Noxious Fumes. I guess it would, but like, does it? Because it doesn't actually apply the poison then and there. I don't know. There's definitely I like it. I like it. Anyways, take off. 18 block, 6 vigor. I think they just recently nerfed Patter. I don't know if this was based on Patter. Vigor is like the extra damage on next attack, right? Am I correct about that, or is that like the extra block one? Fuck Infested Prism. Infested Prism's not my most hated elite, but it is a rather annoying one sometimes. Card idea. Power 1 cost. Shivs deal 50% upgraded to 75% more damage to poison enemies. Adding multiplicatives you do have to be very careful with, especially when things like accuracy exist. And when you apply something like vulnerable on top of that, it starts to get really out of hand quickly. I like maybe 25 upgraded to 50. 25 upgraded to 50% more damage to poisoned enemies, because then you are having to invest into like 2 different things. But again, Envenom really makes that trivial to do. So maybe you even have to increase it to like a 2 cost. I do like the card again, like these are creative new ways to combine synergies and such. So I like the idea. Should probably be 25 up to 50 at a minimum though. Batter went from 9 block 2 vigor to 8 block 2 vigor. Okay. Maybe takeoff could even be buffed a little bit then. Extra damage on next attack. Akabeko is 8 vigor. Okay. Okay, that is what vigor does. Okay. Um yeah, I could see maybe even buffing it a little bit. Maybe not like that much though. Like maybe just a little bit. Just a little. Uh because 3 costs are very heavy cards to play, you know what I mean? They gotta have the payoff. Worlds Collide, deal 9 damage if the enemy has block, hits twice. Very niche, but just a 9 damage base card is fine for a common, up to 12. And it is like some enemies do gain block. There is times when this is going to be useful against like, Mr. Tunneler guy or whatever. Yeah, yeah, that is true. Necro does have a 9 cost card. Banshee's Cry. Not a okay, so Worlds Collide probably fine as a card. Meteorite, deal 9 damage, apply a week. Whenever you create a card, reduce this card's cost to 0 until played. Okay, so this is based on Rocket Grab. similar sort of synergy with the 2 cost reduced to 0 when you do something. In this case, creating a card, and instead of drawing cards, you're applying weak. Rocket Fist, Rocket Grab, whatever. Can you move the cam? The right card is hard to read. My bad. You are so right. Ooh, now I'm down here. Yeah, Rocket Punch, Rocket Fisting, Rocket Blasting. Cosmic New. Okay, so this card, honestly, how often do you create cards? Creating a card is kind of like a, it's not like a guaranteed thing on, There's definitely enough synergies that I like it. I wonder if it might even need a little buff. I like it. Like maybe 1 damage. I don't know. It feels just a little bit on the weak side for something that's not necessarily always going to happen on a given turn. Hey, thank you for the 1 bits. The transform cards like the minion cards also work as creating. Yeah, for sure. Thank you for the bit. So like it is fairly consistent. Like maybe it needs a little buff. I would have to see it in action though. Maybe it's fine. Star Prism, such a run killer. Yeah, you just gotta kill him before he kills you. That's all there is. Kill the bot, kill the bot. Is it dead? Did it get killed? Yes, good. So good, now I can't read bottom left and right. Rude. You know what? Here, does that work better for you? Sorry. I'll move them both over when I get to that card. Cosmic Nucleus, deal 24 damage. Actually, rage fake. Cosmic Nucleus, deal 24 damage to all enemies. This card costs 1 energy less for each star you have. Too strong. That's my initial reaction to this, is that it's too strong. It's not like on the surface it's like, oh yeah, whenever I'm playing a star build and I don't have anything insane going on, usually I'm hanging in like the like 5 to 7 star range. Maybe it's a 2 cost. So I think the issue with this card is not the concept of it with the energy cost going down. I think it's the fact that it's too easy to gain stars and suddenly make that boom, like insane free damage. Because just something like Royal Gamble, right? Royal Gamble upgraded is retain and gives you 9 stars. Void Form, of course, is going to be very strong, but that's not necessarily breaking it on its own, because Void Form's supposed to be strong with high cost cards. So that part I don't think counts against it, but I feel like it's very doable to get a lot of stars. There are whole builds centered around stacking a shitload of stars and playing Stardust. This is just that without actually spending your stars. Granted, it does less damage, but 24 to all enemies is like boom. Honestly, 18 to all enemies might be a decent place to have it. You said it felt too weak. It is like a keystone piece, I will say that. If you aren't going star builds, this is a piece of shit card that you should never play. Unless you have Void Form. But it feels like the star values change a lot more than the energy values do, so when you end up changing star values, you're getting really quick value out of this card, right? Maybe you lower it to 7 cost, and 7 or maybe even 6 cost, and you make it cost 1 less for every 2 stars you have. So you need a few more stars to get that full value. but it's not as oppressive at its height with the 9 cost. Void form is dog water anyways. Hey, them's fighting words. 3 free cards, no star costs. Sign me up. The end your turn part of void form is completely moot. You just play it as your last fucking card anyways. Like, it doesn't matter. Anyways, I think this card might need to be maybe, you know what? I haven't played with any of these. Don't take my word as gospel, but that's my initial feeling, is that it's very easy to get up to 9 stars. I very frequently will look over, I'll play decisions on Royal Gamble and be like, oh, I have 32 stars. I don't even need to float stars. I can play all my star cards, and Cosmic Nucleus is still gonna be free for the entire fucking combat. Right? Like, all right, last one. Here, I'll move this out of the way for everyone now. Move this over here. Solar Barrier, 2 cost, 0 star cost. That's interesting. Gain 14 block. Shuffle a copy of this into your discard pile with the energy and star costs swapped. Exhaust. Neat. I like it. I mean, that's just a neat concept. I have no idea how balanced that is. like that, because it's novel. It just feels neat. Card idea: Power 2, upgraded to 1 cost. Gain 1 star at the start of turn if you have Sovereign Blade in hand. Gain a star at the start of the turn if you have Sovereign Blade in hand. Okay, how does this compare to... We've got another power very similar to that, do we not? Hold on, let me... I like that concept on the surface, might need to be a little stronger. Because we have... What the fuck's the power called that just gives you 2 every turn, unequivocally? Compendium, card library, Regent Rare. Genesis, at the start of your turn, gain 2 stars, 3 stars, upgraded. Okay, so I think what I would do to upgrade that card, power 2, upgraded to 1 cost, I think A, uncommon or common power, probably uncommon, if I had to guess. Are there common powers? Hold on. Are there fucking common powers in this game? Is that even a thing? No, it's not. All powers are uncommon at worst, right? I don't think there's a single common power. Nah. Okay, so uncommon power then, since it can't even be common if you want it to be. Yeah, common powers don't exist. Yeah, Genesis exists. So I think this is a good place for a star gain power to exist that is uncommon. It needs to be a little weaker than Genesis because it's uncommon. So maybe 2 costs down to 1, but 1 star at the start of the turn feels a little weak. Maybe it's... Maybe it's always 1 cost and the upgrade makes it innate. Could be something like that. I feel like it needs just a little bit more power than 1 star a turn if you have Sovereign Blade feels like a little bit too niche to get good value out of. But I also don't want it to be like 1 star upgraded to 2, because then you're starting to kind of move into the power of Genesis, while still being uncommon. There's definitely some balance work that would make that balance, though. All right. Let's move... First of all, let me move my fucking camera back over. Hopefully I wasn't, like, too harsh on these or anything. I spent actually a lot longer than I expected to on those. Those were pretty good. Move you back over here for the future. There we go. And back over to the gameplay. That was good. I appreciate the feedback, kind sir. Absolutely. And also, of course, those are just my initial thoughts. Like, I'm not... We're gonna play some Regent. We've been talking about him a lot. I'm not an expert. Remove a card, 150 gold. We got any early shops? We do have some. We have a lot of early shops, actually. Okay, elite, 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 campfire, campfire, elite, campfire. I don't like 2 early shops. That feels like a bit too many shops. But I do like this triple elite that comes with 2 campfires. 4 combats, a shop, 2 elites, campfire again, and then a campfire at the end. There's this triple elite that comes with 2 shops, but then I have to deal with the fact that I'm basically wasting a whole floor. Hitting a shop I'm not going to be able to do anything with. And the right path is stinky. If you had to pick your favorite one, which would it be? Let me peek this again. If I had to pick my favorite, just based on... I think the most interesting concept is the solar barrier or the training. Training might be busted. Again, I don't know, to be honest. But I like the concept of training. Maybe if it were buffed a bit, I think sprint could be good as well. Those are my choices, one for each class. Solar barrier, sprint, and training. I think are my 3 favorite conceptually. I'm a decent Spire player, yet I can't get the Regent. I'm only on Ascension 2 with it. Teach me the ways. Teach me the way. I'm gonna take this golden call. We are hitting an early shop. I want the money. You have been fallen started. Oh, hey, I can turn 1 lethal you. I guess I should do that, eh? Welcome back. Hit, hit, venerate. See if I can draw 2 attacks next turn, or what. No. Cool. Take a little bit of damage, not much we can do about that. Hey, look, there's all my strikes. Ay, ay, ay. Gotta take the Astral Pulse. I don't MP with DJ anymore. Weren't we gonna, like, play multiplayer, like, fucking tonight? Didn't we have, like, what are we doing? What are we talking about here, y'all? Fuck it, just hit him. Blast him. Surely I'll draw an attack next, 2 attacks next turn, right? Yes. Refine Blade's fine. Falling Star here. Strike. Strike Refine Blade. Alright, you spike yourself up. That does 19. Boom, boom, and a defend. We've got the extra energy. We take no damage. You are exploded, and I take nothing. Glow. Almost certainly always forever. They nerfed it. I still think it's really strong. Turns out I am the asshole. Yeah, I actually do like this song, I'm not gonna lie. Miniature Tent is kind of nasty early, right? I can Miniature Tent. I can't remove, but I can Black Hole. I can Miniature Tent Black Hole. I think that's probably the angle. Serious question. Okay. No serious answer guaranteed, but I'll try. Well, I drew no block, so I'm taking 14. You know what? Actually, no. Fuck you. You're doing 10. Is 10th the most OP relic? I don't think so. I think it's good. Kappa. Juzu. Juzu is good. Genuinely, Juzu's not bad. Block. Block. Oh, fucking block again. Whatever. I can't quite get you down. I was seeing if I could maybe Astral Pulse this turn once I break them up, but I'm just gonna beat that guy. Yeah, you can take my... You hit me like one time, right? Nah, I guess you take... I only had 40 bucks. I guess I don't care. Is not that important to me. Okay, bye. Have a great time. I'll take my... It's not the easiest choice. I don't have a ton of star generation yet, so Royal Gamble isn't necessarily good. Cosmic Indifference is actually really fucking good. But I do think I'm probably still taking Gamba here. Gamba's not the most consistent thing ever. Have one of those. Double block, that's fine. This is what we have this for. Royal Gamba. Defend. Refine Blade. Now that I have 9, I'm just gonna hit him. Black Hole. Pulse. Double block. And I need this one too. That is not amazing. I'll take the Manifest Authority. The bomb. Talk about not super helpful. At the end of 3 turns as well, right? Like, so this isn't even gonna, like, be on the following turn or anything. Okay. Defend, Refine Blade for next turn. Hit him. Okay. Panic button's not it right now, but thank you for the effort. Okay, so this is a 16. Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna need you to get the fuck out of my face, is what I'm gonna need you to do. Alright, we got him next turn. Sovereign Blade's doing 28, even with the block. I'm pretty sure he's done though. Yeah. Splat. Intimidating Helmet. Nice, we were just talking about how that synergizes. Bombardment, although that's on beta, so like we get to do both. 10th value. Consistent block, consistent block. I don't have a lot. I have basically none, actually. I've taken no extra block cards. Is there a world where I'm upgrading fucking defend? Nah, it's gotta be my glow or something, right? I need like a solid value block. I'm gonna skip one elite, I think. We took one, we're getting another. I think we skip one. 8 HP for a random relic or 100 bucks and a random card. Ooh. Now, a forgotten relic from the past could be the boot. It could also be Torrygate. Right? Like, who the fuck knows what this relic's gonna be? It could be awful. I'll take the money. Distraction. Add a random skill into your hand. It's free to play this turn. Look, a distraction. Honestly, not the worst card. Festive Popper. Really good in single player. See? Okay. What does my distraction get me? Patter. Nice. And we'll black hole. And we're gonna take a little damage, but we were taking a little damage no matter what we did, so... Avada Kedavra. Cloak of Stars. That's good block. We rest. Tent. We smith. We smith. Distraction down to 0. Now it's random, but also free. God, I love that Popper. Popper's so good against AoE fights, man. Oh, I didn't even realize I had an extra energy. Where the fuck did I get an extra energy? Alright, Black Hole, Astral Pulse. Splat. And defend. Venerate. No. Just bombard the back guy. Call it a day. Get 4 block for the intimidating helmet. Call it a day. And another one. Distract. Glitter Stream. I defend for 3 damage. You do none. I bombard you, you die. Bombardment with intimidating helmet actually goes nasty. Fencing manual as well. Very nice. Furnace. Furnace. Furnace, furnace, furnace. Rod in War, Know Thy Place. All decent options. Furnace is a bit slow. If you compare it to something like the Smith, right? The Smith is 8 turns of Furnace for 4 stars. I think I like Know Thy Place. It's not a guarantee I actually get 5 more elites, but we'll see what we can do. Hello. One of these, one of those, one of these, and one of those. Sir, where'd your HP go? That's a really easy fight. What the fuck? Second Royal Gamba? Yes. If we're taking 1, we're taking 2. I will smith. I will smith. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Is it just me or is Forge 13 like really good? I will smith. Yeah, you got it. Venerate upgrade. I mean, that's a great opening turn. I can't hate 60 damage opening turn in Act 1. You can't make me. Yeah, just do your 11. Sorry, 7. I'm gonna bombard you every turn. It speeds up my shit so much, it gives me block every turn. Like, what do you want me to do, right? It's too good. Convergence. Next turn, gain shit. This turn, go fuck yourself. Black Hole, play a Royal Gamble to trigger it twice. Venerate, I guess I'll converge again. Cloak of Stars. Bingo, bango, boingo. Hold that. Yeah, this guy is not long for this world. Yeah, hold that. I want to glow so I have a better chance of drawing my weak next turn, because you can weaken the bombard. I did. Look at that. On the last card, too. That is min-maxing right there, everyone. That's how you do it. Sword Sage. Or Foregone Conclusion. I like Sword Sage as much as the next person. I feel like Foregone Conclusion is a little bit strong. It's like a little bit strong, right? Like, more bombard, just... Yeah. I feel like one bombard is sufficient bombardment. Although, I do like the idea of getting 8 block a turn by existing. This is actually a fairly tough choice. Yeah, triggering helmet is nice. Foregone Conclusion does allow me to be very clean with my deck, but I feel like it's probably that, yeah. Remove 5 cards from your deck, add them back, upgraded, not bad. If you end your turn with unspent energy, gain 2 energy next turn. So... Pale's Eye... I don't think I've ever taken it, but it can play my bombardments. Because they play from my exhaust pile. Huh. Like, it's not bad. I don't know that I've ever... Thinning's always good, of course. Sometimes you'll get a dead turn and you'll just be like, fuck this, go next. Yeah, I think I'm actually taking the Eye. The eye's rather niche, but it does have its value. I would like to fight a minimum of 2 elites. It looks like I'm definitely going to get that option. The far left path into middle through here hits me a couple campfires, hits me 3 elites. I don't get a shop, but I'll live. Like, I could also go this way, but I'm still missing the shops. So it's not like unless I want to take this first shop, but then I got to take 5 combats. I guess I'm taking 5 combats either way. That's kind of a stinker. I do like taking some combats. I don't try to avoid all combats, but I'm also not trying to fight everybody and their brother on the way to the top, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, fuck out of my face, brother. And you can have one of these too while you're at it. You will die. The bombardment will get to you before you get to run away. You are dying. Speed potion, nice. It's not nice. It's actually pretty stinky, but okay. A reflect is really, really, really high value block. Like, that's really, really high value. 1 cost 21 block and reflect? Shit. Okay, we're going to campfire before. Yeah, we're gonna go at least 2 in. Do I want $135 or lose HP for the Polonus core? I do like card draw. Card draw is cool. Card draw that is super inconsistent is a little less cool. It's like not as cool. We always go in twice because the money goes up. I don't know if Polonus core is better than 135 gold. I basically have to ask, is this better than 2/3 of a shop relic? Is losing 7 HP and getting this worth better than 2/3 of a shop relic? Shop power for chance at shovel. Shop does have all the relics that allow you to do random shit. Speaking of shops, this fake guy. Excuse me, sir. What do you have for me? Anchor's pretty cool. I do like Anchor. Happy Flower. I mean, we could just take these two. An extra 4 block at the start of combat is genuinely not bad. Yeah, I wish I had a Fel Potion too. Alright, we'll just buy those two. Hello. I got this Astral Pulse with y'all's name on it. Who wants it? Or I could just reflect. Nah, I think we're better off with the Pulse, defend, remove the back guy since I'm already full blocking. Just get rid of the guy that's buffing himself. Cool. Gain the energy next turn. I just kick the can down the road and then we kill him. No problem at all. Not really what I'm looking for. EJ, I'm playing one English song, okay? Okay. I'll allow it. Splat. Alright, I'm full blocking. Okay, that's a valid first card. Or first, Okay, watch this drive. Hold that. That is super nice. I like that a lot. What you got for me? Foregone conclusion, I guess. You're kind of hitting me pretty hard there, brother. Not a lot I can do about it either. Guess I'll just do this. I couldn't play both of those, so he's gonna hit me. But he's also gonna die the next turn. Sorry, I feel like I was about to say something and then I didn't. Void Form or Orbit? Void Form or Orbit? I'm tempted to say Void Form there. Void Form is really strong. Orbit going down to 1 cost is really good though, too. I do think it's probably Void Form though. Choices between those two. Rest me. I do get the free Smith. It's probably... don't really need to upgrade. Void Form ignoring star costs, like, makes Royal Gamble so much stronger. Remove the exhaust from Know Thy Place. I don't have a lot of other sources of weak vuln. Normally I'm super okay with Know Thy Place exhausting because it's just like a little one-off thing. But considering it's actually like kind of one of my sources of weak vuln, pretty okay with it. Am I okay with exhausting turn 1? Yeah, this is pretty forgettable. Hold that. I think it's better. What are you gonna do, bro? You can't stop me. Put Dazed in the deck. I'm still gonna do the damage. Incoming. Incoming. Like, oh no, I didn't draw anything. Guess what's happening next turn? And we still get the orbit. And this time it's upgraded. And every 5 times you exhaust a card, draw a card. More bombardment synergy. More bombardment synergy. They re-exhaust every turn. We could probably stand to upgrade the bombardment damage. Hello. We've been weakened. Please do not resist. And this is the stronger of the two. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the guy that weakens. Go ahead and take my 2 damage. I think I'll live. Goodbye. I probably had lethal on the other guy, but who cares? I take another turn. I get to bump. Even that just lets me bombard again, too. I didn't even think about that the first time. Like, not only does it exhaust them and then, like, allow me to play them from without paying the cost, but, like, because I'm taking another turn, it is just going to play it again, too. Good night. Okay, so Monarch's Gaze is too slow. That's too much. That's too much. It's expensive. We have lots of expensive shit. I don't need that. I'm not hitting that many times. We can skip that one. Ooh, shiny. Don't click on the shiny just because it's shiny. We're upgrading the other bombardment. Okay, you know what? Fine. I'll rest for the 3 health. Yes, fine. Hello. New. New. Now, when does this block happen? Before. Cool, so I'm only taking 1 damage from each of those. Bunch of random crap to my hand. That only does 7 damage. It's not even good. Falling Star Strike. Yeah, okay. I see my lethal here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we can even do it this way. There we go. Resonance. Sure. Oh, hey. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play again, thanks. Good lord, that is so busted. Against this guy, it even lets me get the free energy every turn, right? Because that's an attack. Reflect his shit. Forge. Hit him with one of those. Good try. Let me get that energy. Know thy place, I guess? Venerate. Astral Pulse dead. Cool. Akabeko, because why not? This is actually so insane. Regen Helge. Hey. If they are, they are. This is like... Nothing wrong with that, I guess. I don't know, I guess you could give me the Royal Gamble Retain. Hello! Okay, this is not a turn 1 fuck around angle. This is more of a turn 1 play that stuff angle. Take 2 damage, pretty okay with that. So as soon as I start playing Void Form, I'm going to be inclined to not skip any turns, so let's just go ahead and do this now. Okay, we got our Bombard. Genuinely? Just play the shit. It's such a strong combo right now. The synergy is so insane. Cosmic Indifference? What are we bringing back here? Where are we at with stars? 1? Give me the Orbit. Venerate. Strike. We're already full blocking. Strike again. We actually targeted the right character. That's kind of them. Orbit. I don't know if Astral Pulse is really worth the star cost. I think I'm more inclined to just go here and just let it happen. Yeah, do your damage, whatever. I will win this battle of attrition, like... there's my Royal Gamble. Okay. Okay. Reasoning here, the shield will go away for next turn. Alright. Know Thy Place, Falling Star, Venerate, Cosmic Indifference, the Know Thy Place, defend, you're dead next turn. Cool. Go next. Well, if I had to pick something based just on what I'm seeing here, I'm probably picking Genesis. Sword Sage is good. I don't know if it's worth the effort at this point. I still only have like 1 or 2 Forge cards. Comet, rather expensive. Good, undoubtedly. Maybe I don't need Genesis if I'm actually going to get to play Void Form in the future, though. So maybe Comet is the choice. Go for something a little more expensive, right? All right, let's go Comet. Hello. You may cook at rest sites. Ooh la la. This card's attack damage is doubled. Oh no. Oh, we have to make a decision. Bro, double damage, double bombardments is like, come on, right? Like, that's so good. Cooking is really consistent though. Cooking, like, okay, can I hit a lot of campfires? That's actually a good question. If I can't hit a lot of campfires, it doesn't really matter if I can cook a bunch. I feel like I can hit a fair number of campsites though. Like, we can hit boom, boom, and then we go boom, 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 boom. I can hit 4 campsites this act, as well as a mid-level shop right there, and only 3 combats. But doubling the damage on both of my bombardments is so incredibly nuts. But I could remove 8 cards. I need 2 elites. Yeah, that's 2 elites. 1, 2. That's genuinely a tough choice. Like, I'm getting 36 max HP and I'm removing all of my strikes in defense. There's no way that's not the right call, right? It makes your deck so consistent. But 48... Okay, we're against Queen. Yeah, yeah, I need a consistency. I think you are correct. I think I do need to just cleaver it. It's so nasty. Alright, you can know thy place. Orbit, falling star, dead. Cool. Take 2 damage. Be okay with that. Bombard. Be sad because I actually can't kill. As much as I'd like to. At least I'm only taking 6. I'm not really too concerned. Least favorite Spire Slayer. Least favorite. I think I'd probably like Defect the least slightly. Maybe Necrobinder. Those two are I don't dislike any of them. I think I understand how to play all of them to some extent. I feel like I have the hardest time with Defect. That's not to say I can't still win with him pretty consistently, but I feel like I still have the hardest time with him. Spoils of Battle isn't bad, especially if I'm going to be removing a lot of cards. I feel like a little bit of draw, not too bad, not too bad. We're also not playing against the Doormaker, so draw still has its value. Upgraded colorless cards. All right, we got 570 to spend here, 570. I think a second Reflect might be prudent since I'm removing most of my defense. I don't think we need more damage. I think I'm reflecting. I might but I feel like I could also just take like these 2 and remove and be happy with that. Can I do all of those? 280, 350-ish, 350, 370. Actually, no. Is that 370? That puts me at, this is 255, 355. 555, 565, 574. $1 shy of being able to buy all of those. Stay thin, remove. I actually don't have 9 cards to remove. That's like, I guess I could remove my Refined Blade, honestly. But I don't know if I want to remove my Refined Blade. Like I do Forge at the start of combat. It's not like Refined Blade does nothing. Maybe I'll take the Orrery. I'm gonna get so much max HP. I don't need the strawberry. I don't need it. But I will be rather choosy. I think that Cosmic Indifference could join. The Orbit could definitely join. Don't need a third Reflect. I guess I could take this Reflect instead of that one. Guiding Star's fine. Not taking those. Yeah, I'll just take this Reflect instead of that Reflect, save myself some money. And then I think I'm probably just taking Guiding Star. I don't even know if I need the Orbit. I like the Cosmic Indifference, though. This is genuinely a very good card. We just healed up because that's what we needed. Guiding Star Orbit, probably. Glimmer? Suppose so. Yeah, you're not wrong. But Orbit. I could use some more card draw. That's not entirely true. I think I like a second Orbit more. Sounds like you agree as well. I'll take a Guiding Star. That'll be my card draw. We'll skip the 5th reward. We remove here. We remove a strike. And we probably just save our money in the event. Oh, I could probably... 3 upgraded colorless cards. They're not even fucking free, man. No. Like, at least the Aerobic Acid is random shit, but it's free this turn. I feel like I'm inclined to take a buffer. Alright, 2 fights. And, oh, you know what? There's actually another shop coming. Maybe this was for the best. I didn't even realize that was a random shop. Black Hole. Refined Blade. Cosmic Indifference, the Refined Blade. Spoils. Refined Blade. Hit for 54. Block. End turn. Glow. And be sad that I didn't draw any block. This is what we have the buffer potion for. That's easily a useful buffer. Weak. Distract. Know thy place. Bombard. Strike. Dead. Cool. Powdered Demise. Got the money back right away. Skip those. Hello. Orbit. Orbit. Falling Star. And defend so that we can tick our orbits down a little earlier. Spoils of Battle. Didn't really draw what I wanted, though. We're gonna get 2 energy back by playing that. Cosmic Indifference. Spoils. And I'll just Black Hole. And we'll take the 6. It feels like a turn I end not because I want to, but because I need to. I suppose Glow plus Venerate will allow me to do a lot. I am going to get 5 energy this turn, so perhaps that is actually a viable way to do things. We draw into the Reflect. We Resonance. We actually end up killing some of them. 21, they're hitting for 25. Spoils of Battle, draw again. They're not even hitting. Cool. Successful avoidance of bullshit. Nice. Basically full block. Bro was like, save me! And this guy explodes. Skip those for sure. Alright, second shop. What you got? Bag of Marbles. Probably. Conqueror is cool and all. I don't think I need it. I don't think Conqueror is that great. Hidden Gem is kind of like a little bit, like, I kind of just want to gamble a little bit on Hidden Gem accidentally hitting a bombardment. Like, just a little bit. We're gonna gamble a little bit. Alright. We are cooking. What are we cooking? We're gonna cook some strikes. Alright, we smith. What are we smithing? We're smithing Hidden Gem up to replay 3. And then we heal. We get a Regal Pillow, which is so beyond unnecessary. We cook again. What are we cooking? Defend and strike. We're gonna smith here. What are we gonna smith? We're gonna smith a Reflect. We're gonna get a little more block value. And then we rest for nothing. Void Form removing Ethereal is like, fine, it's good. If it reduced the cost, I'd be more inclined to. Alas, it does not. 90% of Hidden Gem enjoyers quit right before hitting a good card. Okay, so 1,000,000% I'm gonna double Royal Gamble. Do I want a Black Hole beforehand? No, because then I'm gonna take 1,000,000,000 damage. I would much rather just have the stars, thanks. Not that I'm that concerned about my health, considering I have a Regal Pillow and Tent. Yeah, I think a double Orbit's probably in order. It's a shame I'm not going to get that Bombard. Maybe the Bombard is genuinely just the better choice. Burn it! Rest in peace, Black Hole. Indeed. Alright. We win these? Damn. Replay 3, defend. That's cool, I guess. Cool. Ah, I'm on fire. What's that? Look behind you. Ooh, particle wall. Okay. I block for 1 billion. Hold that. Hold that, too. Alright, this guy's catching it next turn. This guy's hard catching it next turn. 1, 2. And you know what? Why are you hitting yourself? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just lethal. Sit down, sit down. Regen pot. Don't know if I want that. Might care more about the strength pot, honestly. Is that greedy? Maybe a little bit, but cook him. Cook 2 more defense. Smith him. We'll go for the void form now. We'll get rid of that ethereal. We'll rest him. 102 max HP. That's a bit much. We're a really good chef. Hello! Make me an attack. Hits 2 additional times? That's a lot. Nah, give me the Vuln and weak, man. Need that weak and Vuln. Hello, friendos. That'll do. Oh, thanks for the bar. Okay, so I could end my turn and take another one. Or I could just let him burn all my stuff. Okay, so if I'm gonna play, I'm gonna be playing Venerate. I'm gonna be playing Mad Science. I'm gonna be playing Know Thy Place. These guys are hitting for approximately 1 trillion, though. That being said, like, I am a little bit concerned about the fact that I can't play some of my block with things like Reflect. Powers cost 1 less could have been great with an 8 last event. True, if I had hit that. I don't have, like... I guess I have a couple of powers. I have Orbit, Void Form, Orbit. I only have 3 powers. It'd be good. Especially if you upgrade it to an 8, yeah. You know what? We're gonna take a little bit of a risk here. Burn it. Alright, distract me. Bulwark. Huge, actually. The Orbit coming in clutch for me there. Whatever I bring back is going to burn because I'm gonna Cosmic Indifference. The hand will burn. I'll draw a card because of Joss Paper, and that one will burn too. So it's not worth the Cosmic Indifference. I think I probably just Hidden Gem. Taking not enough damage to give a shit. Reflect. You should have let Bombard burn. Eh. Oh, just a sec. Headset being weird. Okay. Orbit Glow, almost certainly. Guiding Star. It's weird killing the Spectral Knight last, but I'm kind of feeling that. Like, I feel like it doesn't matter if I exhaust my cards, you know what I mean? Like, You fucking do it, bro. Hit me with it. Whatever. I'm still gonna drop bombards on you every turn. Nothing's gonna change. um... I can't. I literally have nothing to hidden gem. That's funny. Bulwark. There's a lot of Sovereign Blades, and if I had a summon forth right now to just like cha. Okay, and next turn I draw just glow, and that's it. Unless I'd prefer to draw Guiding Star, and that's it, which is probably actually the answer. Or Spoils. Yeah, Spoils is probably the smart choice. Burn my shit, brother. Did I see that right? Why did Void Form not exhaust here? Am I crazy? Why did Void Form not exhaust? That was in my hand. It was just like decided didn't want to? Like, what was that about? Like, get out of here. Conqueror is not too bad. Zero deck game, yeah. Zero deck for that particular elite. Yeah, well, I suppose I'll take a Conqueror. I'll take a Conqueror. We're burning a lot of cards right now, and I'm about to burn a couple more. We're gonna burn our Defend, and I think I want to burn maybe my Astral Pulse? Feels like an attack that I don't really want to get a ton of value out of anymore. I could burn my Distraction, but it's already a one and done thing. And who knows? Maybe it'll be really good. Yeah, let's burn the Astral Pulse. I think we'll be fine. Smith it up. Innate. I don't know if I want to waste one of my starting cards on Mad Science. Falling Star. Nah, I still play it. You're not wrong that it's not, like, the best card, though. Probably could have been a solid choice. Resonance for the extra strength. Cosmic for the extra 3 block. I feel like I want to play it safe. I think I want to go for a little extra block. Me too smooth brain, me no get more. You hold that. Me drink this. Me play Orbit. Me play Hidden Gem, hope for best. Replay 3 Resonance. Ugh. They're not going to be able to hit me at all. Me weaken you. Me draw a card. Me sad that me no can play card. Probably just let the Falling Star go so that I can get off my Gambit when the time comes. Are these forgettable? No. I think I still want to play these. Let me Orbit again. I resonantly weak. I'll take a glow, sure. Hey, there's my resonance. Me play resonance. Me make enemy weak. Holy. Me put resonance back on top. Me do it again next turn. Oh, you know what? Will this actually... Only one bound card can be played each turn. Does this stop the replays? Me talk like that when me play Primal. Me big stun, big damage, big good damage. Exactly. me throw rock. I think it might genuinely stop me from playing that. I don't really want to exhaust Conqueror, which is unfortunate, because I would really like to just let this ride and exhaust. But I think I might not have that option. I'm thinking maybe a little bit of Mad Science into a Sovereign Blade from a Conqueror, or Mad Science Reflect Sovereign Blade, since the Conqueror isn't, like, game breaking right now. Right, play the Guiding Star, draw into some stuff I can't quite play, be sad. Yeah, might as well reflect. Idiot, why are you hitting yourself? Yeah, 100% on my turn. Alright, now I don't care that Royal Gambit costs stars. It doesn't for me. These big stone do big damage. You know, I haven't actually exhausted either of my bombardments yet, have I? Me like stone. You should know your place. Knave. And I'll throw that glow back on top. A little bit of card draw. Look at that card draw. Oh, perfect. Burn it. Alright, I will play my resonance. It does work. Science has proven that that works. And it also didn't tick down multiple times for the case of void form. I suppose that part makes more sense to me. Sure, Royal Gamble. Mad Science Conqueror. I burned my Sovereign Blade, so that's a fresh one for you there. Yeah. You do 0 times 5. Shut up. Replay 3 Cloak of Stars. That's fun. Good try, though. Oh, Pen Nib triggered on the fucking bombardment. Nice. Okay. Falling Star me, and then Glow me. Oh, okay. Good night. You're dead next turn. Good night. That is relic synergy, guys. That was insane value. Holy. Speaking of smooth brains, it took me a whole minute to realize that 0 cost was because of Void. He's like, how is this? Is this guy playing modded? What the fuck is this guy doing? By the way, is this your first time here, Odin Glitch? I feel like I don't recognize the name. Thanks for stopping by if it is. I was a little bit locked in there. That was clean right there. All right, first one done on Ascension 6, Regent. Well, if you're here for the Slay the Spire content, I've been playing Slay the Spire a couple times every week. I'm here every day, but I play Slay the Spire, well, last week I played it like 3 times, but that's not the norm. I try to do once or twice. Good vibes here. Me like good vibes. Me like good vibes. Me also like good vibes. Yeah, if you're interested in schedules, I post it on my YouTube as well as my Discord. If you feel like stopping by again in the future, that is right around the end of our stream time, though. 2 to 3 hours every day, right around this time. Thank you for the link, Jaeger. We are going to go ahead and pause the music player. Thank you, everyone who stopped by. How many people we got? Maybe we could raid out into somebody else playing some Slay the Spire. We got 6 people here. None of the usual people are playing Slay the Spire 2. Let's go find someone new. Slay the Spire 2. Someone new who isn't in, like, the 70 viewer range. Here. If you see someone you like, say something. Oh, it's me. I like that guy. Let's see. Who we got? Looking for good names. Getting out of bed without a will to live is a good thing, right? Okay, that's a little too dark for me. We all like some self-deprecating humor, but oof, ow. Oof, my bones. Um, can these two idiots ascend? Okay, now that one let's hold on, let me peek in. Let's see if the two idiots can ascend. How you guys doing? Do you guys have mics? Do you speak? Are we speaking? They're speaking. It looks like they're doing just fine ascending as well. These guys might be good at the game. Look at that, like, yeah, exactly. They seem like they're doing their thing. They're on phase 3 of that boss. Let's go raid this guy. Nathan8294. Let's go get this guy. We're gonna say hey to him. /raid this guy. Hey, nice, Paw. Nice. You sure you going back to the Balatro modding now? All right, guys. Be nice when you go over to their chat, please. Please and thank you. No spam. All that. They seem like they're good at the game, though. So we're gonna go say hey to them. Okay, bye, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for some Balatro, I think. Bye.
There's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town.